Ajith's Good Bad Ugly probably makes no sense for anyone who's not a diehard Ajith fan. Every scene is written around delivering the most impactful references from Ajith's filmography or from the impact he's had as a pop culture icon. But for this fan, Good Bad Ugly may just be the ultimate fanboy tribute tailor-made for the Reels era. I had a lot of fun watching this movie, and that is my short review of GBU. Now let's take a closer look at this strangely entertaining movie. One is unsure if it's even ethical to call Good Bad Ugly a feature film. From a safe distance, one can argue that it's the length of a regular movie and it also features a major movie star in the lead. If you want to push it, one may even argue that it is something resembling a plot and a screenplay that holds characters and plot points in place. But if you're willing to wake up and accept reality, you'll soon realize that Good Bad Ugly is just the Insta Reels homepage of one of Ajith's most obsessive fanboys. Directed by this fanboy Adhik Ravichandran, the film doesn't even try to worry about delicately breaking the fourth wall. What Adhik ends up doing is shoot at us with so many references from so many Ajith movies that he nukes the fourth wall and builds a grand tomb over it. Everything in the film is written with the objective of satisfying the fanboy in the way a complex AI algorithm works overtime to make sure we never leave Reels or YouTube shorts the second it identifies as a certain type. The purpose of the plot and the editing pattern, even at its best, is as a vessel to accommodate the film's frantic 2 references per minute pacing. At the core of it, what you get is a plot that's ideal for this algorithm about a retired gangster named AK, played by Ajith. He's been serving 17 years in prison after he promised his newborn son that he will leave behind a life of crime. But when this son finds himself in a spot of bother, AK is forced to return to his old ways. Like in Godfather 3, just when AK thought all of it was over, they pull him right back. In another film made by another director, one may have something more to do with the film's setup. It's the sort of movie that begins after the hero has already completed his redemption arc. But instead of going deeper into the mind of a man who just cannot catch a break, we get a story about a man who gets 63 introduction scenes and we still don't know who he really is. But the real craft of Adhik's cinema is never really about the carefully thought out setups or the punchy payoffs that feel rewarding. Each scene is written with so much going into it that it feels complete and satisfying even if you miss the previous half hour. Credit for this must also go to editor Vijay Velukutty for keeping it all together without even giving us a second to think. No shot in the entire film is longer than 5 seconds and no scene is complete with the film's extratextual obsessions. In other words, a good scene in Good Bad Ugly isn't one that delivers on its emotional purpose or for the way it takes the story forward. A good scene in Good Bad Ugly is one in which the writers were able to sneak in the most surprising or the most nostalgic movie from Ajith's filmography. And I'm not exaggerating about how much the film pushes this. So even when you get expected references from movies like Billa, Dheena, Attagasam, Amarkalam, Wali, the film also really scrapes the surface by throwing in references even from films like Red or Jana. Just as clever is a very funny scene written around the villain trying to click a picture of AK without his permission. But Adhik doesn't even stop there. Apart from references and jokes about Ajith, the film weaves in a reference for Simran, a Lesa Lesa joke for Trisha, a Sneha callback for Prasanna, a Billa Easter egg for Prabhu, and of course, lots and lots of misogyny references for Adhik himself. The result is loads of fun, the kind you seldom see in overstuffed mass movies. There's not even an iota of effort to make some sort of an emotional connection with the viewer. I mean, going into one of Adhik's movies expecting to be invested emotionally is a lot like going to the Coimbatore Tasmac expecting to find holy water there. But this absence of any forced drama or the need to force fit a social angle is so satisfying that it adds to the charm of Good Bad Ugly. There is no message, only ego massage. G.V. Prakash's music works in the extremes, insanely satisfying in some of the film's massiest action blocks, but also disappointing when you expect it to elevate portions in the second half when the film begins to falter. Abhinandan Ramanujam's camera work, who had also shot the director's Mark Antony, delivers a lot more consistency. giving the film the kind of absurdly OTT visuals only Adhik can think of. And eventually, it's a movie made for Ajith fans, with Ajith himself smiling right throughout as though he's having the time of his life. He doesn't have much to do except to say yes to all the wild things Adhik is asking of him and to fully ace the look of an Armenian pawnbroker. It may be a far cry from anything you can call cinema, but I think what I just saw was the first prototype of the future of the Fanboy movie. It's a film that is so tailor-made for fans that it probably makes no sense to anyone unfamiliar with Ajith's filmography. But with the nature of his fans, this esoteric attempt as though we are eavesdropping on a private locker room conversation between a star and his fans only makes the film even more special. Ultimately, isn't that what fans wanted from their ultimate star? That's my review of Good, Bad, Ugly. If you like this review, please hit like and subscribe to The Hollywood Reporter India.